Today, joining me is Ashita, Verma. Today, we are going to delve into personal branding. We have three topics that we would like to speak about. Our first topic is what is really personal branding, why it is important to have a personal brand, and why you should believe in yourself as a brand. So, first subtopic, what is really personal branding? Ashita, good afternoon to you in your time zone. It
Good
is
afternoon.
4:30 p.m. in
Yeah.
India. And tell us a bit about what is really personal branding to you.
Yes. So personal branding is basically showing your experience and expertise to the audience, not as a company, but as a person, as a human, how you represent yourself in terms of your expertise, in terms of your personal stories, or like your experiences, your learnings that you've gained. And personal brand is not just about the LinkedIn. Like we are hearing this term a lot on LinkedIn, but personal brand can be on LinkedIn, it can be on Twitter, it can be on Instagram, Facebook, as well as your website. If your website, there are two types of websites. There's company website and then there's a personal website. For example, Antonio, he could have a website like antonioprescott.com, and that is just his own personal brand. He is representing himself as as the sales professional he is, as the coach he is. So that's his own representation of his expertise and his experiences.
Hmm.
So that's personal branding to me.
Awesome. And thank you very much for that explanation. Ahmed, good morning. Brian, I'm good. How are you, Brian? Yeah, personal branding to me, it's all about you putting yourself out there, letting people know who you are. In personal branding, if it is that you are not letting people know who you are, what you stand for, what you represent, how that you could help them, then after you don't have a personal brand. And in just entrepreneurship in this corporate world, some people might be employees, some people might be entrepreneurs. You need your personal brand. Yes, you might be working for an organization and you think that it's not necessarily that you should have a personal brand, but hear what? Yes, you do. Because at the end of the day, if this company says to you that they no longer need your services, if you don't have a professional personal brand, then after getting opportunities after that retrenchment of the work that you are in, then it will be difficult for you to get a next opportunity. So it's most important to always professionally develop yourself. People may say that you have to invest in terms of monetary value, your personal brand, but you could invest in the sense that you are doing something productive throughout the day. For example, reading, writing, down like certain things about your expertise or how did your day went to better yourself in your writing skills. Basically, being on different social media platforms, being active on LinkedIn, providing content that suits your audience because it's not about you, it's about you serving your audience. So these are just the few things about developing and growing a personal brand. And we definitely need to nurture and improve our personal brand. Sylvia, good morning to you. Sylvia says, great topic. Thank you very much, Sylvia. LinkedIn user said some great information being shared. Awesome. Um,
Good morning, Krista.
Krista said, good morning. Good morning to you, Krista. And Ashita, your personal brand has grown tremendously. Um, before this live that we are doing, we was talking in the chat room, and you mentioned that you was in the corporate world, and then you decided to take the leap and go into full-time entrepreneurship. And you basically developed a tremendous personal brand within 5 months and was able to 3x your earnings from corporate into
Yes.
entrepreneurship. So this is something very intriguing to myself, and I show the audience because everybody want to know how to generate more revenue. So just delve a bit about how it is you're able to make that transition going forward.
So basically, This is a very good question, and I was
Thank you.
recently talking to a lot of freelancers. I was in a meetup, and they said that I'm not an expert. How do I present myself on LinkedIn? I don't consider myself as an expert. No one is an expert, no one is perfect. You just have to be consistent, and you have to post every day about whatever you know. I mean, you are in a job, you have a hobby, you want to be known for something, you are best at that in your own way. There's always gonna be someone who is better than you, best than you, but you are also good. So you just need to start posting, and you have to be consistent enough to post. Like I've been posting daily from past 2 months, and that has actually helped me generate my revenue to 3x. Because I some days you feel like you don't want to write, but
Hmm.
there's not much about writing. There are so many people who don't want to write. You can make videos if you don't want to write. If you don't want to have videos, you can make a podcast. You don't want to make a podcast, you can just put up an infographic. You can put
Hmm.
up a meme. Doesn't really have to be fun. I mean, just uh, meme doesn't mean that it can't be educational. It can be educational as well as it can be funny. And you just don't have to put a lot of pressure on building a personal brand. Like one of your posts on Friday, it is you also need to have fun while
So
creating
true.
your personal brand, because it is personal for a reason. It must reflect your personality. And what helped me gain a lot of audience is when I started talking about myself and my learnings along the way. Like I talked about my journey during MBA, I talked about my journey during my sales job. So how is that helping me build my business and build my personal brand? That's what I talk about, and that really resonates with people, and they started following me. I started getting leads. So that's how it's like, it is personal, and you have to regulate how much you want to share about yourself, but it must reflect some amount of personality for your content to be unique from someone else who is in the same profession and same profession as you. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome points. And your content have to be truth. At the end of the day, your personal brand is basically you being a person of integrity, a person being honest. And when it is you provide content from the heart, which is basically true content, life experiences that you may occurred in the past and you had struggles and you was able to overcome those struggles and go forward in terms of being successful. That is content that people like to see because it resonates with them and it could maybe help them in terms of their issues that they may be having, the way that they may be stuck and they want to come out of that hole that they're in. That is where your content will resonate with them. And all that is developing a personal brand. And a personal brand is you. So the best content to share is about you, your experiences, and your journey. Everybody want to know your journey. Yes, people might put out the successful part of their journey, but what about the struggles of your journey? That I think is more important, and how you're able to overcome it. That is what people want to know. They want you to show them how to come out of the situation that they are in and how to go to be successful just like you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes we watch people and we want to be successful just like them, and nothing wrong in terms of emulating the things that they do, not trying to emulate the person that they are, but the things that they do, so that we ourselves can become better going forward in terms of our personal brand. And would like to even go on to the second topic, which is why it is important to have a personal brand. It is important to have a personal brand because at the end of the day, a personal brand is something that will be for you for a lifetime. This is what people know you of. People will gravitate to you when it is that you have a great personal brand. Opportunities will come to you. They say success is something that you do not um, go at success is something that you attract. So by having an awesome personal brand, you will attract opportunities. You will attract people who are on the same level as you or who want to be on the level as you. And in that way, it will be very awesome going forward. So personal branding is a topic that we should always be speaking about. Personal branding is something that we should always be developing each and every day. The idea is to better yourself each day, right? Try to outwork your potential because we see a lot of people tend to be comfortable in a job, comfortable in their career, and they don't be embracing change. We have to understand that we are living in a technological world. Due to the pandemic, we are seeing now that a lot of work from home opportunities is being given, a lot of opportunities that you could just be in the comfort of your home and connecting with people from all over the world, which is awesome. But if it is that we are not tech savvy, how could we embrace this change in order to go forward? And to you, Ashita, what is important, why it is important to have a personal brand?
So, as you said, it is something about you, not about anyone else. Having a
Mhm.
personal brand is all about you. So, you could you could be a business owner, or you could be in a job, or you could be an intern or a student. If you have a personal brand, you could leverage the opportunities that you want. If you are a business owner, you could get leads for your company. You could get opportunities from other business owners. You could have a chance to collaborate with them. And similarly, if you are in a job, you could get better opportunities. If you are applying for jobs, if you have a personal brand, the recruiter would come to your would check your socials. They would come to your LinkedIn, and they would see that you are an expert at what you do. You post about these things. You are passionate about it. So you will have an upper hand in getting recruited. And if similarly, if you are a student, that would be like that's something that's also a great opportunity for you if you have a personal brand. Because eventually, when you get out of college, get out of your university, and look out for jobs, companies would check your socials, and they'll see like this person is passionate. If you are applying for a marketing job, this person is already passionate about marketing or digital marketing, and they're putting a lot of content on LinkedIn. So they tend to choose the people who have a personal brand. Just
Mhm.
last week, I hired a social media marketer, and I checked her LinkedIn profile. She was talking about social media and networking, and she was my first choice. I interviewed 10 people, and out of those 10 students, and out of those 10 students, one of them had a personal brand, and she got the upper hand. So that's how it is. And that's yeah, so it's really important.
Yeah, and I love how you mentioned that because I tell people that LinkedIn is your digital resume. So when it is job seekers may send out a resume which is hard copy to your company, right? What leverage the other applicants from getting the opportunity is that having an optimized LinkedIn profile and providing content that is consistent and speaking directly to the employers that you would like to work for or the employer that you want to work for. So having a effective LinkedIn account where you are being consistent on it will leverage you from other applicants, and that, as simple as it is, could make you get that opportunity that you was always yearning for. So your personal brand is most effective when it is that you put forth the work and you will see the results. Definitely. And I would like to go on to topic number 3, which is why you should believe in yourself as a brand. At the end of the day, how it is that Coca Cola got their brand. In the first year, Coca Cola sold 25 bottles, and whoever thought that Coca Cola will be a conglomerate company that they is today. And so could you. Never tell yourself that you are a small business because in that first year of existence, with Coca-Cola. They sold 25 bottles, and from there, they basically went on to become a big company. So when you're telling yourself in your mind that you are a small company, you could never tell the next opportunity could make you become a big company. So always think internationally. Some people, like for example, in the Caribbean, they think on a regional basis. But I am saying that you are not limited to any opportunities anymore because with the advancement of technology, you can communicate with anyone internationally. So never put yourself and say I'm working for the Caribbean. Say you are working internationally for anyone because at the end of the day, the same content that I'm providing in the Caribbean is the same content that international people providing because all of us on one platform and we are seeing each other content and we are working with each other, building a community. So your personal brand is basically you, and you have to believe in yourself that you could achieve more than usual. And to you, Ashita, what would you say that, believing in yourself as a brand?
So I think first question we need to ask is, why are we building a personal brand? Are we
Hmm.
building a personal brand because everyone's doing it, or are we building a personal brand because we want this particular opportunity, or we want this particular job, or we want more opportunities in our business? If the answer is that we want this particular opportunity, then the answer is clear. If you want other people to believe in you, you first have to believe in yourself.
So
You
true.
have to put yourself out there. And you can, it's not, I just before, like I mentioned, it's not like you have to write to build a personal brand. You can just curate videos, you can create infographics to build a personal brand. That just totally depends on you, what you are best at, and just start doing.
Yeah, I love that. And the great thing about a personal brand is that, it stays with you. We tend to feel that ourselves can be a personal brand, and we always try to doubt ourselves. And you see, fear is something that it kills, and we have to be fearless in anything that we are doing. And in terms of LinkedIn, we see a lot of people providing type-based content, newsletters, write articles and such, but we are not seeing the video content. And if you want to
Yes.
build an effective personal brand, you need to be on video because at the end of the day, video is something that it gives the other person or your audience a feel of you. They get to understand you, they get to see you, they get to see your body mannerism, your tone of voice, your cadence and when it is that you speak. And in that way, on video and in real life, you will basically be the same person because you can't just be on video and be different into real life, right? And
Yes.
that's why video builds trust. It builds trust with your customers, with your audience, with your potential customers who would like to be your customers in the future. So we need to be on video to build that personal brand. It will basically 5x, 10x your personal brand by providing video content. It don't necessarily mean that every day that you have to provide video content, but at least in a weekly basis, if you put out one or two, it will help your personal brand build much faster than you put out type-based content or write articles or crossers. Because like what we are doing right now, we are basically giving our audience a feel of us. And the great thing about this is that this is live. So it's not to say that we have like a particular error and we rectify it and we basically put out a video. This is something live. So whatever mistakes that occur in this live, they will see, our audience will see. So this is building trust with our audience. And I would like to say thank you very much for everyone who is watching right now because at the end of the day, we are putting ourselves out there. We are being fearless. And yes, it have audio live on LinkedIn that you could speak and people may not see you, but I always believe in video, and live presentations is the best because at the end of the day, you are getting to see the person, you're getting to understand the person, feel out the person. So, what could be better than that, Ashita? You know?
Yes, absolutely. Video content is the future. I've been saying that for a long
Mm-hmm.
time, and yeah, so you can go to people spend so much time on TikTok or Insta Reels. That's for a
Mm-hmm.
reason, because when you're just drained out from work, you need you don't have the energy to just read the content always. You would prefer video content, and I believe in future LinkedIn will definitely come up with something like reels.
Yeah, definitely they will. I'm seeing that, and I think I even have a discussion on it right now. And we covered the three topics, and everyone who is watching right now, we just appreciate you for coming today to watch our live, and those on the replay, thank you very much. Any questions, you could reach out to Ashita and myself. We will be doing this Lincoln Live each Monday, which is 7 a.m. EST time and 4:30 p.m. IST
IST.
time. Yes. So, Ashita, in closing, what would you like to tell the audience?
I would just like to tell that you just need to start and be consistent, write and publish, record video and publish. That's something everyone can do.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, definitely. And thank you very much for tuning in today. Do have a great day, be safe, and most importantly, have a productive one.
Have a great day too. Bye.